What's up, everybody? Polius here. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play, Ori and the Blind Forest, the Definitive Edition. This is probably one of my favorite indie games ever, and I thought it would be a great way to start off the year. By the way, Happy New Year, everyone! 2016 was a crazy year, but I think we're going to start this one off pretty nicely. This game is... the gameplay is great, the visuals are great, the music is... I like the music. It's a little repetitive. You tend to hear the same main song over and over again, but overall it's still really good. It is an action-adventure platformer game, much in the vein of Metroid or Castlevania in the sense of exploration and discovery. The story is serviceable. The moments are great. The individual story beats are really powerful. Overall, the story is it's a classic adventure story, as we're going to find out. First video is going to be a little cutscene heavy. The nice thing for gameplay wise, these cutscenes are in large part interactive. What I mean by that is I'm moving this character around. This slow, adorable character. And like you'd see water detail and the wind and the rain. It's just this... so much art in this game. And I will work hard to have more commentary than just, I like this. This is pretty. I like this too. This is prettier. So the big one is named Naru. And the light, the little white guy, is named Ori. And we're going to learn who the narrator is. And this is a really effective scene for just kind of establishing, the good parts of life. This is kind of the Shire scene. But on the subject of narrators, before I do that, like I said, this being an interactive cutscene, I didn't get picked up until I jumped into Naru's arms. Like I said, it's effective for feeling like you're a part of this. But on the subject of narrators, I hear a lot of ragging on narrators. It's one of the sins in cinema sins, for example. I don't know. I like narration. I think it's an effective tool. I read a lot of comic books, so especially the Silver Age stuff, everything is narrated, the Silver Age hero stuff. I think it can be done effectively. If you get a good reader, then you can really set the mood or set a feel for it. For example, with this game, it really does provide a sense of fantasy with this kind of deep, booming, mystic voice. The Gorshidobora kind of voice. That was more Jabba the Hutt than Great Spirit Tree, but Steal the food, Ori. Make off with it and go. And it's interesting. There's not a lot of I'm not sure what they did for the language behind the narrator. But I just noticed that when he said reached out with his light, the word light was Ori. So it is one of those examples of, my name is Rufus because my hair is red kind of thing. Rufus being the Old English for red. Or Old Saxon. I don't remember. I'm actually... So it's... And we can see now that everything has started to wilt. Just one apple left. Don't worry, Naru. You can afford to miss a meal. But, so I'd be curious to know, and I'll probably look this up between videos, if the language that this tree used, the narrator, so the tree that lit up the skies, is in fact using an actual constructed language, even if it's like what they did with Midna, where the language is just pieced together from another language. Though in Midna's case, that was actually English. It was kind of cool hearing that unscrambled. You could do it. You could. No. Thump. So, go ahead, get out of the way now. I'm not sure if this is going to be a 100% playthrough. I have beaten it 100% 3 times already, and I don't mind, and I'm totally capable of doing 100%. But at the same time, and this, I mean, as I said, the story beats here. Like, this scene is very powerful, and I should probably shut up during it. But I don't know if I want the flow to match, or, you know. I guess I'll do what feels right and what feels fun at the time. There. This scene right here, these always work for me. Getting, even if it is the entirety of what we've seen of those characters, these flashbacks, it does make what we saw actually feel significant. I'm sure some would say it's cheap or whatnot, but it feels, it's the character remembering the good times. It's establishing motivation and purpose. The character wants, is it Naru? Naru. Wants Naru to, be healthy. I'm proud of him. With a little adorable expression. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do that. And again, we reach the point where the hero has to leave home. There wouldn't be a story if the character had no reason to leave home. Well, I guess there would. It'd be Harvest Moon. Ish. I've actually never played Harvest Moon. So do they move to a new town, or do they inherit something? And so I guess even then, you're still entering a new place. So as the player, we are inexperienced of the world around us, and that's reflected in the characters being weak to begin with, and just having to explore. These scenes where they super slow down your character motion, struggling to get up. You actually have to press left twice to get Ori up there. It is really interesting when designers do that. You always hear stories where this is a character's, talk about a character's lowest point. This right here really is Ori's. That's pretty clear. So I mean, it's pretty clear that Ori died there, and the great tree's light is what restored him to strength. So it's interesting. You back here, this is where we got, we just struggled through, and now we are beginning the game proper. Right now, all we can do is jump. Ori has a short jump and then the high jump. Get up here. Actually, make it all the way up here, but we've got stuff blocking our way here, and I've got no means of breaking through it. So the only way is to go down. Oh, no more stuff. Water is poisonous right now. Basically, everything is terrible. And a life shard. So on the bottom there, on the right of that yellow circle, is our health. It's essentially 2 units per circle, as I recall. And on the left end is energy, which is used to unlock doors or use special abilities. One of which is the Soul Link, and that saves us the game. But I think we're gonna keep going for a little bit. We've got a monster here again. We have no means of attacking it, but these guys can break walls. And that gives us the Spirit Light. There we go. Move on. Got more stuff. Actually, probably some secret down here. Yep. So Spirit Light containers add to the light meter, which gives us level up energy, basically. Pick up the tiny light. And so we have met Sein, Sein if we're doing it German. This is the voice of the tree, which speaks with a different voice than the narrator, of course. Oh. So now we have an attack. By pressing X, I can actually attack. I don't have to aim anything. I just have to attack. So my job here is literally to dodge and shoot. Shoot and dodge, man. It's pretty simple right now. Mechanics do get more complicated, naturally, as in any good game. And there's our map. I would love to have just a matte painting of this hanging on my wall. It looks amazing. Alright, so we're down here. We're going to have to go up, follow that pathway. And there's the Hollow Grove, and you can see the tree and the design of the Hollow Grove. It's a slight thing, but you do see the backgrounds, which helps tell places apart. One of the biggest problems I have with Metroid. Yep, I did that, thank you. The biggest problems I have with Metroid, excuse me. Not so much a problem, it's just a lot of, as your maps are a bunch of squares, it's hard to tell everything apart. So now, while we're here, I can access the ability tree. Pow! Leveling up. We have combat, which naturally makes things easier. It makes it easier to kill things. We have defense, actually, or no, this is utility, which is mostly for exploration. Eventually, you can see through hidden area walls to see hidden areas. You can see all of the major pickups and all the minor pickups. Then over here we have, this turns into the defensive tree, but it's really the movement tree, because you have a lot of mobility stuff and save stuff. It's weird. I'm sure that my opinion of how to classify these will change, as they always do. Right now we're going to pick Spirit Magnet, because it's convenient to have things drawn towards me. But I can't save yet, so we're going to have to keep going. So I can now destroy these. and destroy the little hanging vines or hanging buds. And we've got a new enemy here who has the special ability to hit me no matter how hard I try to dodge, because I am terrible at dodging those spikes. And it's just, it is a flaw of my ability to focus. Huh. But I got them all. Fortunately, we have a save point. These spirit wells. And an improvement of the definitive edition over the base game is the ability to warp between spirit wells. It'll make completing things and traversing, like, I've never really found that I needed it to traverse anywhere, but to quickly get to things I'm completing, I have found that the spirit wells are invaluable. And there we go. I think that's all for today. It's been episode 1 of Let's Play Ori and the Blind Forest. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please remember to leave comments. I really appreciate hearing from people, and I'd love to have a conversation about this game. And everyone, have a happy new year, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.